Good morning everyone. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to learn about the miso sauce. Basically this sauce is the base for Japanese cuisine, and once you have get command over it, you can develop your own recipe around 25 to 30 based on the ingredient. So now move forward to what is miso sauce. Basically the miso paste is the fermenting soybean with salt and one particular type of enzyme called koji. In scientific term, we can call Aspergillus urgia. So miso paste is the combination of soybean salt and koji. Sometimes we can use also barley and rice with soybean. So basically, the final outcome of miso paste depend on how many time we do fermentation and what external product we add into it. So because of its presence of soybean, this miso paste is rich in protein and minerals. And because of its fermentation, it is in probiotic nature, which means it help to increase the immune system and improve digestive system also. When we are talking about its flavor prospect, it is savory and meaty in taste and little bit saltiness also. So in my suggestion, whenever you are making miso paste, don't add miso sauce, don't add salt at the beginning. When at the end, when you are about to remove the sauce, just taste the miso sauce at that time, and then you add some salt into it according to requirement. Now we are moving forward to types of miso. Basically there are different type of miso in Japan. Every region have their own miso. Basically this depend on how much time we do fermentation and what any external ingredient we are used during fermentation process. So but basically there are three type of miso. One is aka miso, one is shiro miso, and one is awasa miso. So shiro miso is basically we call white miso. The fermentation is less than aka miso, and awasa miso is mixture of shiro miso and aka miso. So you need to focus only on these three: shiro miso, aka miso, and awasa miso. Now we are moving forward to the uses of miso. Generally, we are use this. I To make it more simplified, I divide into it 8 part. Like we use this miso as a sauces, marinades, dressing, glazes, dips, soups, compound butter, and dessert. In moving forward, we will discuss each individually. So now, first we saw one live demonstration for miso as use as a sauce. So I give one recipe. We make one miso sauce for salmon, and you use this as sauces. So here I take miso, zero miso, white miso, 100 gram. In that I use green apple juice 50 gram, ginger 2 gram, vinegar 10 gram, and castor sugar 50 gram. So I want to give one more safe tips here, that when we are using ginger in the miso, it give little bit kick to the sauce, and the combination of juice, green apple juice, and rice vinegar make it more acidity side. So the overall taste for this sauce become marvelous, like you say wow. So if you want to add little bit spiciness, you can add here the sriracha, but here I will go with without sriracha only. So in next video you will going to see how we are going to make miso sauce for salmon. So today we are going to make miso sauce for the marination for salmon. So this one is castor sugar. We made the castor sugar first. Then this is green apple juice. We put green apple juice. We make sure to boil nicely.
And I told you earlier also, if you put ginger paste in the miso sauce, it will enhance the flavor of miso sauce. So now I will going to put ginger paste into it. This one is ginger paste. So now wait for a while. Make sure this will boil nicely. So now we keep on stirring, make it nice. So we make it start nicely. Going to use this zero miso. Basically with salmon we generally use white miso or zero miso. So now I am going to add the zero miso in this mixture. So now we are going to put the white miso inside. So as I told earlier also, don't put too much. Once it is get mixed nicely, then take out the sauce, because if we cook for longer time, the probiotic nature of the white miso it gets destroyed, and the taste also get different because all so just mix it nicely and then take it out. So now we mash it nicely. So this sauce, once you make, put in small container in small batches, and you can use for 15 days or 20 days. But make sure you keep in nice airtight container so that it won't get spoiled. So now we'll mash it nicely. See. And after 1-2 minutes, we just remove this sauce from the. Now you can see how nice it is made. So this is the sauce. We marinate the fish and we serve to the guests. So now we are going to remove the sauce from the flame. So today we are going to make miso sauce.
Take away from this video is that first one, don't boil the miso paste. If you boil the miso paste, the probiotic nature of that miso is removed, and it affects the flavor of miso paste also, the final outcome of miso sauce. So in my perspective, always add at the end, just stir for 1 minute and then take out the sauce. Here I didn't add any salt because already the sauce is much, the seasoning is perfect, so I didn't add any salt. It depends on up to you, that you want more salt, that you can add a little bit more salt. So now the now second part is use as a miso as a glaze. So for glaze, we make the mixture of miso plus butter and honey. We mix it nicely, and this glaze generally go with cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and sweet potato. So we little bit steam the cauliflower first, then we put the glaze and then again roast, or you can directly put glaze on the top of cauliflower and roast it for around 8 to 10 minutes in 160 degrees Celsius. So and we do garnish with, up to you, whatever you do, garnish with spring onion. So miso as a glaze, go with cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and sweet potato. Miso can also be used as a dressing. For dressing, we generally combine miso with vinegar, sesame oil, and mirin. So this dressing is generally go with leafy vegetables, and to give a little bit more taste to the dressing, we can add sriracha or chili flakes for extra, to give a little bit kick to the dressing, little bit spiciness to the dressing. And if you want little bit creamy side the dressing, you can add tahini or yogurt into it. So for dressing, the base is the combination of vinegar, miso, sesame oil, and mirin. And if you want little bit on creamy side, add yogurt, or if you want little bit on the spicy side, add sriracha. So we can use miso as a dressing too. Now moving forward with dip. So basically, if miso pair nice with acid product, fat product, and herbs. And this use as a dips for the dips for crudates, anything. So if you want to go with fat product, for acid product like sour cream, we can use, you can add miso into sour cream, or we can use miso in a yogurt, or we can use add miso into guacamole or tajaski to give, to make one nice mm, different flavor of meze. Tajaski is a simple meze. If you add miso into that tajaski, this become little bit Japanese side meze, and really it enhance the flavor of the tajaski also. So, and this we can use as a crudates for cucumber and for cucumber and carrots. It can be also be used as a glaze. Before I saw you, I make one sauce. So we take that sauce and put on the salmon, on the top of salmon, and then we just roast. Then it it act like as a glaze also to give a nice roasting color. Here I take one brinjal, I put miso sauce, and then I roast and don't garnish with sesame seed and spring onion. One of the basic tip for garnish is garnish always whatever you garnish to on the top of the product. It should always be a part of that sauce. Like if you do garnish with sesame seed on the top of the brinjal, so sesame oil should be there inside your sauce. So this is the principle of garnish, that whatever garnish you do on the top of the final product, try try that that ingredients should use to make that sauce also. This can be now we are moving forward to soup. You know, the national soup of Japan is miso soup. So this miso is so much popular that they considered their soup national soup too. So the miso soup generally consists of dasi broth. It is broth is seafood fish paste stock. In that we add rehydrated wakame seeds and tofu, and at the end we do garnish with sliced onion and sliced onion. Here the tofu is optional. So a fish stock, wakame seaweed, and the miso. So we get nice miso soup. This is very healthy. Like when, and this is the national soup of Japan. We use miso as a compound butter to make it butter more flavorful. We add generally combined. So, so generally we combine miso goes with honey and mirin and vinegar. So these four product we add, when we add this four product we get nice compound butter. Up to you, you can add one more to give different flavor to the compound butter. So, but the honey and mirin and vinegar is must into a that. You are glad to know that it, from miso we can make dessert also, and the famous miso based dessert are cheesecakes, miso caramel apple, miso chocolate brownie, and miso based ice cream. So you now you see how miso popular that, right from deep to famous soup to sauces to glaze, even you can make dessert also. So so the basic is that miso always combine with, try to combine this one with vinegar, mirin, and one sweet like honey, castor sugar, and to give little bit acidity into it we can add green apple, and add a pinch of ginger paste. This will really boost the flavor of miso. Now we are going to move forward different brands. This brands varies, like some have organic miso paste. So what here organic, like here the soybean which we are using, it should be organic. Some are less saltiness, some are less fermented. So up to your final product you can choose one, but here the last one, it is my favorite miso paste. Now I hope that you have good command over it. So now we are going to make your own recipe. So so for miso, whatever I give the chef tips, just consider that in mind. Don't boil the miso paste. Always add little bit of pinch of ginger, a green apple juice to enhance the flavor. The main ingredients should be mirin, vinegar, miso, and as much as you try, you will get nice. So try to do experiment with miso paste. Definitely, you are going to get one nice final product. So here I am going to end my session. In next, we will meet with some other topic. Thank you.